We've moved again. We're still in Vietnam. However, we're here in a place called Sunset Town, which is on a very, very small island in the, well, very south of Vietnam, but is arguably a little bit in Cambodia, a place called Phu Quoc. And we really, really like it. But there's a catch. It's very, very weird. It's possibly one of the creepiest places we've been so far. However, it's the most equipped, it's the most enjoyable. It's a bit more expensive, but the quality that you get is definitely a lot better than anywhere else that we've been. So yeah, let's show you around exactly why we love it, but also why it's a little bit creepy. So now this is why it's really, really bizarre. So we're not in peak season, but we're also not in like a very, very quiet season. However, so this is where we're staying. This hotel here. It's the tallest hotel in Phu Quoc. And it's incredible, the views that you get from all of the shows on the evening, the views of the sea, you have a swimming pool on the roof. It's stunning, one of the best hotels we've stayed in so far. But every single building, even at the bottom of all of these buildings here, let's head over, is empty. But not empty like it's vacant. It's just not finished. But looking at videos, it's been like this for years. And every single one of these units on the bottom, for every single one of these tall buildings, both front and back, completely empty. Every single one of these buildings, the bottom floor is empty, the middle floor is empty, the top floor is empty, and again, they're not even nearly finished. You're walking around and it's like a ghost town, really, really eerie, especially on an evening. But everything's finished to such a high standard. They've got these little shuttle buggies that drive around on an evening, well, during the daytime, all day, every day, that will take you anywhere you want to go. Here's one coming up now, actually. But there's just never anyone on them. Oh, hello. Let me turn this around. So these buggies here, these shuttles, driving around all day, every day. Some of them are free, some of them are about £1 for 2 people to go anywhere you want within this sort of complex area. But that's really the only thing that's going on. And it's just so quiet. Every restaurant you go into, it's surprising they're still open.
So this was our hotel, a 1-bed apartment in the Sky building right here in Sunset Town. The building seems to be half hotel and half a serviced accommodation like Airbnbs, but honestly it was so quiet the entire time we were there that we barely saw anyone. We enjoyed it so much we actually extended our stay here by another week. On the site there's a gym and one of the best rooftop pools we've ever had at a hotel. The views up here were unbelievable. But the main reason we stayed longer was this view. From our balcony, we had the whole town right in front of us. During the day, it looked incredible, but every single night we could watch the firework display without even leaving our room. And even though it's not quite the same as being down there in person, you can still see half of the nightly shows from our balcony too. So up next is the Kiss of the Sea show. This takes place every single evening down in Sunset Town, and honestly, it's one of those things that's really hard to describe. I could try to explain it, but I think we'll just let it speak for itself. Here are some of our favorite highlights.
Welcome to my world. My name is Mock. Listen, and let me show you the story of my cosmic odyssey.
So next up is the Hon Thom Cable Car, and this thing is seriously impressive. It actually holds the Guinness World Records for being the longest sea crossing cable car in the world, stretching almost 8 kilometers. When you're standing underneath it, you really get a sense of how massive it really is. One thing that surprised us is just how smooth and safe it feels. Cable cars are a huge part of tourism across Vietnam, and after riding this one, it makes complete sense. It's super stable, it barely sways, and everything feels very well organized from the moment you queue up to the moment you get off. It's also incredibly efficient. What used to be a much longer boat journey now takes around 15 minutes, and you spend the whole time getting to look at those insane panoramic views. So once you arrive on Hon Thom Island, you'll find Sun World, and it's basically split into 2 main parts, the water park and the theme park. Now, calling it a theme park might be a little bit of an exaggeration. It's tiny. There are a handful of small little rides, 1 roller coaster and an observation tower, and that's pretty much it. And as you look around, surprise, surprise, there's construction everywhere, which honestly feels like a bit crazy. because they can't even fill the Sunset Town with people yet. So why are they investing so much more time and money over here? But hey, that's Phu Quoc for you right now. And as I said, they've got a small roller coaster here. And the cool thing is, it's actually a wooden roller coaster. You don't see many of these anymore, so it's got that old school classic rattle and charm. It's not huge or intense, but it's fun enough for a quick ride and definitely something a bit different for a place like this. But the real star of Sun World, and the thing everyone actually comes here for, is the water park called Aquatopia. And honestly, it is huge. You don't really get a sense of scale until you're inside, but it just keeps on going and going. It's designed so literally every group has something to do. There's the little kids zones with the mini slides and the splash areas and the shallow pools, all the way up to the very large slide that can take up to 4 people at once, going down on the big inflatable rides into the bowls. Everything feels clean, modern, and Aquatopia is genuinely one of the biggest and best water parks in Vietnam. If you're coming over to Hon Thom, this is definitely where you'll end up spending most of your time. One of the most iconic spots in Sunset Town is the Kiss Bridge. It really is a romantic and unique structure made up of 2 separate walkways that meet but don't actually connect, leaving a small gap in between. The idea is that lovers can come close but never fully touch, which makes it a really special symbol of love and connection. After sunset, the bridge lights up with an LED light show called Kiss of the Sea, which happens nightly and adds a magical atmosphere. You can watch it from the bridge or nearby, and it's just as stunning against the Gulf of the Thailand backdrop. Perfect for couples, photographers, or anyone wanting a truly memorable sunset at Phu Quoc. Now, a top tip from us: rather than paying for the Spirit of the Sea show tickets, head over to the Hilton Hotel instead. You'll get a slightly obstructed view, sure, but you can still enjoy the show from here. And with the money you saved on tickets, treat yourself to an afternoon tea. And if you're as lucky as we were, you might even catch one of the best sunsets. It really makes the whole experience worth it. And finally, we have the Spirit of the Sea show. This is the nightly spectacle in Sunset Town, and honestly, it's something else. Think of it as a mix of music, lights, and most importantly, more fireworks. The show is action-packed. Jet bikes, jet skis race around the water, shooting fireworks as they go, all perfectly choreographed to music. It's thrilling to watch, and the excitement keeps building until the massive finale firework display that lights up the whole sky. Whether you're watching from the bridge, your balcony, or nearby spots like the Hilton, it's the perfect way to end the day here. A proper celebration over Sunset Town. So tell us what you think. Is it worth a visit? Although Sunset Town can feel creepy and eerie with its half-finished areas, in our opinion, it's definitely worth it.